Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Tree of Love Tarot, and welcome back to all the beautiful new subscribers. Taurus, I just want to say a huge special thank you to you guys for all your support on the February readings. Your likes and your comments were so much appreciated. It was, I do read all the comments, and it's beautiful to see when it does resonate with those of you out there. So thank you so much for all your support, Taurus. You guys were just absolutely amazing. So we're going to do your March reading for you, Taurus, and see what comes up for you guys. Getting straight into it. Now, a huge big welcome, as I said, to all the new subscribers. Your support for this channel is absolutely so much appreciated. For those of you who are new and just discovering the channel, a big, huge welcome. And the returning subscribers, absolutely my love and appreciation to you always. For those of you who don't know how I work, so I will deliver the messages through my guides and light beings that I work with. You will notice me shuffling quite a lot through the reading. That's how I channel and bring the messages through. And if the shuffling does take a little while for a card to come out, generally that's my indicator that further messages need to be spoken about before we move on. All right, so with that being said, beautiful Taurus, let's get your March messages in love and see what's happening for you guys. Okay, can I have the messages through for Taurus for March 2022, please? Taurus, please. What's happening for our beautiful Taurians for March? Okay, there's one. Taurus, please. Give me a second. Yep, okay, beautiful. All right, so Taurus, we have had the Page of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. Whoa, okay, so heavy earth energy here, which is obviously you guys, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but you could be dealing with another earth sign as well. Now, Taurus, if I remember correctly from our last reading, we did have someone who, was heavily in regret about how things went down. Now, to me, these two cards being together, this is someone who's very much holding back. So I feel like moving through March, this person who's contemplating reaching out to you, if you haven't heard from them already, they're very much in this... They've made up their mind that they're going to come forward with this offer, but at the moment, they're not doing anything. They haven't brought it forward. March may see them finally coming forward and really expressing how they feel to you. Now, Taurus, I feel like a lot of you are actually have a lot of options on the table at the moment. I feel like you're just gathering, that's not okay. So sometimes my guides will give me certain things that's not appropriate for the table, so I'm going to rephrase. Okay, so I feel like a lot of you are gathering options, let's just put it that way. So a lot of you could be deciding to go out and date multiple people, or you're putting yourself out there, playing the field, that kind of energy. Now, the Four of Pentacles typically isn't that energy, but this is what I'm getting from this particular card. So I feel like you're holding on to these other options that you may have. I feel like you're contemplating, you're kind of looking back at this other person who's coming in with this offer, and I feel you're seeing them in a different light now, Taurus. I don't feel you're kind of comparing them against these other options that you have on the table. So, that could be very much what you're deciding through March, is whether you're actually going to give this person another chance. But I feel like now that you've decided to put yourself out there a little bit, explore your options, because I feel like this is someone who perhaps you were potentially in a longer term commitment with before. And now that you've had that opportunity to go out and see what else is out there, this person doesn't really hold the same kind of light that they did for you. I feel like you're seeing them just in a completely different light now. And before, and I think that had a lot to do with you just had nothing to compare it to. So now that you've, as I said, they're just showing me a glass of water. So, and they're telling me glass half full. So that could be like, I don't know, some of you could be having a glass of water at the moment. But I feel like a lot of you have decided to change your perspective, switch your focus. So again, they're bringing me back. There's a very strong message about you're seeing how you used to see this person. You completely don't see them in that light anymore. And I don't think it's, I mean, it can go either way. You can see them in a more positive light, but I don't feel that's it. I feel like the shine has worn off them for you. So let's get some further messages moving through March, please. Yeah, so Ace of Swords coming out. So I definitely feel like, Taurus, on the back of this conversation that is coming in, because this person is going to reach out to you, they want to have this conversation with you. You know, they're holding back at the moment, but they're definitely, I feel like a lot of the energy of March is towards, especially at the end of February, moving into, say, the first week or two of March, things are going to slow down a little bit. So you might find that things all of a sudden kind of aren't moving forward, or something comes to a stop. But after that, it's kind of like just a catch-up time. So, you know, integrating all the new energies that are coming in and the energies that have gone. So things that have been on pause through March will start moving. Now, I feel like this is when you have this conversation with this person. You have been able to have a lot more clarity around this situation. You've been able to, you know, really see things for what they are. Now, for those of you who may have already had this conversation at the end of March, I feel like a lot of light was shed on things that you weren't really understanding before. So someone who has come forward and has told you, or is about to tell you exactly how they feel about things. Now, I feel like this is a person that was holding back, but I feel like, as I said, you're in a different mind space now. You're in a bit of a different head space. So when this conversation happens, if it hasn't already, I feel like it'll be very healing for you both. Maybe not so much this other person, because I'm not too sure if you're actually going to go back. I don't know that, you know, because you have seen a lot of truths about this person now. I feel like your judgment was very clouded in the past about this person, and you're definitely seeing them in a completely different light now. So you've had a few light bulb moments. They're showing me a light bulb just completely going bing and just completely like lighting up a room. So I feel like before maybe you felt a bit stuck in terms of what options you were actually available to you in life, especially with dating. So a lot of the time, you know, we can stay in relationships or partnerships that we know deep down aren't really serving us, but we stay in there because it's comfortable, it's familiar. We don't really want to go and put ourselves out there again. But I feel like a lot of you have made that leap to do that, and it's really opened up your eyes to a lot of, you know, different things. So I'm not sure when this person comes back in if you're actually going to give this another chance, but as I said, your life, these are only the messages that come through. So take it how you will. It's completely up to you. But yeah, I feel like on the back of this conversation, you might actually, you know, decide to go in the other way. So let's get some further info about what's going on for our beautiful Taurians for March, please. Yeah, I feel like this person was just holding back too much, you know. They waited too long to tell you how they feel. They waited too long to, you know, really express their kind of remorse and regret about things, how things went down. They're thinking of you heavily thinking of you all the time. But, you know, I feel like through March, like end of February, March, that is a strong theme that, you know, a lot of people are just about to take that leap. They're just about to jump. And this is people who have had, you know, people on their mind heavily but not saying anything. The March opens up all these conversations, so, and this forward movement. So let's get some more messages for Taurus, please. But I definitely feel, Taurus, moving through March, you're definitely feeling a lot stronger. You're feeling a lot clearer on where you want to go. A lot of you could also be working on yourself. So a lot of you could have, you know, started self-improvement practices. So it doesn't always have to be like your traditional stuff like meditation or, you know, courses or things like that. But I feel like a lot of you are really looking into not so much, you know, putting your kind of life decisions in the hands of somebody else. You're taking that on yourself and really standing in that independence. March is a very independent month for you, Taurus, and I really feel like you'll be moving forward feeling really good about that. But as I said, yeah, just as I was saying, taking that leap, you've got the Fool coming out to clarify that. So, yeah, and the Independence, the Nine of Pentacles behind it. So that's just, my guides backing up, the message that's coming through. You are, fully embracing that new independent energy that you have, Taurus. Not feeling confined to have to be in a relationship if you don't want to be. Just focusing on yourself, gathering your money, yeah, and just feeling good about yourself through March. But as I said, if this person hasn't reached out to you already, they definitely are going to. And, I feel like, again, they're bringing me back to that perspective. Your perspective has changed. Your perspective and your direction has changed. And how you think about things is really, shifting throughout March. So let's get some further messages. A lot of you could also be saving at the moment. I feel like a lot of you, as I said, want to do that self-improvement. So a lot of you could be wanting to, buy new clothes, change your look, really invest in yourself. March is a time to invest in yourself, Taurus. And of course, as soon as we start doing that, all these kind of partners and relationships start coming out of the woodwork, as they always do. But yeah, so just be prepared for that to happen if it hasn't already. So can I have some more messages for our Taurus, please, guys? Can I have some more messages for Taurus, please? Thank you. Yeah, Two of Swords. That actually flicked out before, but I put it back. So that's the message here. So this is, not wanting to really deal with any crap, not wanting to, look at anyone who's not sure, anyone who's indecisive. You just don't want to deal with it anymore. I think a lot of you through March will be going into that kind of hermit energy. They're showing me the Hermit card, so could be a Virgo in the mix here as well, but not necessarily. But I feel like, as I said, when this conversation comes in, Taurus, I don't feel that you're really going to want to really deeply engage. I feel like, you're just kind of like, I want to focus on myself, do my thing. I don't want to deal with this right now. So there's a lot of not wanting to look at decisions that potentially need to be made. But I don't get an energy here of like deliberately turning a blind eye to it. I think you just don't want to be bothered, like, to be honest. I think like you feel like what's happened is happened. It doesn't really need to be gone over and over again. So you're happy to just like leave it as it is, especially through March. But as I said, energies are fluid. They do change all the time, but moving into March, that's exactly where it's going at the moment. So yeah, as I was saying before, the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like there's a lot of you that feel that this person took too long. Before perhaps you may have been open to hearing them out or discussing this further, or, really kind of, contemplating more so. But now, because of the time that has passed, it's actually served a really good purpose, because it's given you this ability to, as I said, explore new options, put yourself out there, focus on yourself, just be like that single, free, independent. And that's kind of, because of that time frame, this person didn't come forward. It's actually really allowed you to change your perspective on things and give yourself a new view. So a lot of you could be going out with friends and just celebrating, having a good time, really focusing on that side of life again. Because I feel for those of you who were in this previous committed relationship, you were very much all about this person. So it was very much all about, your relationship and, not really kind of, a lot of you could have, lost some friendships because this kind of became your sole focus. But I feel like you're reconnecting with friends. You're just going out again, having a really good time, getting a lot of options on the table, and I don't feel that you want to give that up, Taurus. So, good for you. Good for you. All right, so let's get some further messages for our Taurus, please. Now, this person could have seen you doing this as well, and this has prompted them to reach out to you. They want to, this is, kind of made them come forward as well, because I feel like they can feel the energy shift as well. They can definitely feel the energy shift, So, yeah, Knight of Pentacles have come out again, Taurus. So that's you, baby. That's you standing in that, that beautiful feminine power. Feminine, masculine doesn't matter, but this is feminine energy. So, you know, gathering your own stability, gathering your independence, knowing and recognizing that you can go out and do whatever you want. You don't need to be in a relationship. You know, a lot of people feel that they have to be in a relationship because they don't want to be on their own. And that's not the case. And I feel like, you know, you should want to be in a relationship, not need to be in a relationship. That's the difference, you know. So, wow, strong independent energy all through March, Taurus, and I feel like it's just been absolutely, you know, by the end of March, you just have a completely different outlook on things. So yeah, this person definitely is still keeping an eye on you. They've definitely been watching you kind of just, you know, have this different energy, have this different outlook, go out, have a good time, you know. And for those of you who are not quite there yet, I definitely feel that, you know, you will be moving into this energy, and it's important that you guys embrace that energy. Just, you know, be carefree and focus on yourself. Yeah, so we've had Temperance come out, which is beautiful. So that's that balancing of the emotions. That's, you know, everything being, you know, flowing really well, you know. And as I said, that's that, you know, working on yourself. Your Temperance is absolutely beautiful. In like, it's also a timing, and it's always the angel for me as well. So the angels have been guiding this and watching you. So they're helping you getting this self-confidence. They're telling me self-confidence from this card. So a lot of Taurians, you know, throughout March will be regaining that self-confidence. And I think that's on the back of you embracing these new options that you have on the table. I think a lot of you are feeling beautiful again. Yeah, they're telling me you didn't feel beautiful. So I feel like a lot of you are getting perhaps a lot of compliments. You know, and I don't, yeah, it's a beautiful thing to see. Just be mindful if you are just, you know, partying and having a good time, that, you know, you're not drinking too much, or just kind of moderate that a little bit. But yeah, definitely a positive March. For you guys, Taurus, really focusing on that independence and that self. Yeah, so 8 of Swords and the Hierophant. So again, this is that I feel like you don't want to be trapped in a commitment anymore. You don't want to, you know, be, you know, kind of tied down. You just want to do your own thing. You just want to, you know, kind of go out there, see what's out there, and really embrace that independent energy that you have. Now, as I said, this could be a bit of, you know, stress that comes up around this person wanting to come back in and make this work again, because of course, you know, no one likes to kind of hurt anybody or disappoint anybody. But, you know, I feel like you're going to give this a little bit of thought, but I don't kind of see you kind of going back in that direction. Yeah, this person definitely will feel very kind of upset and heartbroken about this, because you're actually going to shock them a little bit, because they thought that, you know, you would absolutely welcome them back with open arms. But again, it's completely your choice, Taurus. Like, it's your life. You have those decisions to make. So let's get a final card for Taurus for March, please. Let's get a final card. Thank you. Yeah, beautiful. So we've had the 8 of Wands come out. So again, with that communication coming in, I feel like it's only a matter of time. There is a handful of you, I think, that have already received this communication from this past person. But I feel like it's any day moving into March that this will come in for those of you who haven't already received it. This is also fast movement, lots of different offers, lots of different options, a lot of texting back and forth, a lot of, you know, communication with different people, moving forward, just feeling good. You know, the 8 of Wands is very much a positive movement card. But it's moving in the right direction. Everything's in balance. You know, you're kind of feeling good, balancing out these options. And as I said, just play in the field, baby. That's basically the energy I get here. So beautiful March coming up for you, Taurus. Make sure you embrace that beautiful energy, because that's exactly what you are. Strong, independent, beautiful people. You know, and the world is at your feet. So, but as I said, you do have this person coming back in who will try and kind of rekindle things with you. But again, you know, it's up to you. All right, I'm going to leave that there, Taurus. Thank you so much for watching and all your support. It's just been absolutely amazing. Please like and subscribe, as it really does help the channel. And I'll see you guys again.